Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the lounge. This is Coffee and Cigars number 2. Today is Monday, May 7th, and oh man, my head's cut off. Alright, so I think this episode is going to be a lot quicker than last week's, just because at this point I think I've got enough experience doing these things, a 1 week experience, but I think I've kind of come up with like a little, with a routine, I guess you would call it, so I've got like a system in place to taste and analyze the cigars, and so let's just jump right in. This is La Flor Dominicana Reserva Especial, and you know, I really like this one. I like it not just for the morning, but when you want a nice light smoke. I'm a light smoker myself. Hopefully that'll change over the course of this show so that I can start like fully analyzing like big Maduros and like good, you know, wrappers like that. So this one I really like. It's nice and light, and it's perfect in my opinion for any time of the day, especially if you like light cigars. This is one with a lot of flavor, and I just think overall it's a great cigar. And coffee, of course, we got the pilon from our espresso machine over here. I'm going to go ahead and pour that one right now. I made sure to crush all the sugar, like Cuban style, so that we could have a lot of foam. I don't know if you could see that, but there is foam present. So that's how you know the Cuban coffee is good or not, if it has foam. Oh, wait, almost cut off. Look, it's right there. Yeah. The foam was good. The foam was good. If it has foam, that's how you know it's a good cigar. I mean, a good coffee. Again, straight cut on the cigar because we want to be able to compare it correctly to every other cigar we taste on this show. I'm going to go ahead and light it with my vertical lighter. I really like this one. It has a punch on the bottom, and, you know, punch really... Of course, I ran out of butane. The punch really suppresses the flavor, so if you like light cigars and smoking light and easy things, the punch is a great choice for you guys. You know, my dad loves the V-cut, but he really likes getting all the full spice and everything like that. So if you like full flavor, try the V-cut. And you can never go wrong, honestly, with a straight cut. Light, as usual. I use my Jetline one this time. Oh, no, Scorch. Scorch makes this one. Right off the bat, nice and light. It's a pretty label as well. It's like white, got the LFD logo, and then just says Reserva Especial. Around the back, you see like, I guess they look like hibiscus flowers with a man smoking a cigar. So, this one's a really good one. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to taste you know, I'll always have this one on my list of ones to smoke. I'm going to go ahead and taste the coffee. It's still nice and hot because I just made it. Sweet. That's how you know it's Cuban as well. Not just the foam, the sweetness. So sight, definitely get like a... Oh, man, I forgot to smell it. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I got this one from my private stash. Because again, we do smell, well, sight. So we'll do, oh man, I messed up on that one. So I was like, I have a routine in place. I know what I'm going to do. And then I just completely like disregarded that completely. Oh man. So sight, smell, taste. I was so eager to taste it because I really like it. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to go straight for it. So smell. Some people walking by in front of the store, distracting me completely. Even the smell is light. It's gonna sound weird, but I feel like when you smell things or when you taste things or like, you know, hear things, you could think of different colors. I know that exists somewhere out there. And like, I'm getting like a very bronzy golden like shiny copper, not like 30-year-old penny copper, but like I'm talking about like nice like rose gold, or that's what I smell from this, like those shiny metallic colors. That's what definitely. Definitely. And then I guess the label does a good job of representing it. It has gold and brown. Brown, I mean, like, it's a tobacco, so I get brown, but like the gold on it, and the label's very shiny as well. Overall, like, I think for smell, like when I smell it, I feel like I'm in a Dubai prince's house full of like this extravagant furniture. It smells like wealthy. I don't know why. I don't know why that's what the word that comes to my mouth, but definitely I feel like I smell like wealth. Wealth not just in money, but like knowledge as well. Like old wealth, not new wealth, not wealth that just came about in the last 100 years, but like 2 3, well, maybe not 100, but like last 50 years. This smells like 150 to 200 years old wealth. Yeah, I just went really deep into that, but like like you really got to explain what you smell and what you taste and all these things. It's hard because like again, everyone has different palates, and it's like maybe you smelled something the same exact way, but you described it differently. So this is just my interpretation of what I think this smells like. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is what this smells like, because there could be other things that smell like this as well, but what I describe it as is one thing versus what you're going to describe it as, which is, whatever you smelled. But overall, like old wealth, not new wealth, and like color, like, oh man, I guess it smells like not new furniture, but like it smells like an old room in a really, really nice house in a good way. And then of course the rose gold, maybe not so much, but like copper and like very metallic gold, but like kind of not matte at the same time, but like just like going from like very shiny to like very matte. It's like that in between when there's a shadow or something like that. Very good smell. That took a lot longer than I thought. Just explaining that was pretty long. But so now sight, or where do I see this? Apart from the fact that it just looks like a torpedo, or not like an actual both sides are like torpedoed in a way, but what do I see when I look at this cigar? The color is like a very matte brown, typical brown, in a good way. It doesn't mean that that's bad. It's just like the typical brown is what I'm seeing here. It's shiny, it's oily. The color's very bland to me. The actual color of the cigar, it just looks like a cigar. Like the color itself does not really. It's not an outstanding color. It's just riding around motorcycles in Coral Gables, Miracle Mile. I don't know if you guys heard that, but now there's like some girls probably coming in from. Oh no, I thought they were gonna be walking from the brunch at Tap 42. So yeah, the brown is very bland, but I could see its beauty. That the shape. I think this is a perfecto. I'm not sure, but I think that's what the short stories are called. I'm sure this is something very similar. It's like a double cone or something probably, but the cigar. And again, I don't know. I don't want to say I know a lot about cigars, but like, from what I know, this is what I'm judging it off. Like, again, I'm only 21. I've only been smoking for 2 years, but I thought making this was like a cool little thing that we could do to, get more in touch with you guys. I'm not doing this because I'm like, oh, I'm an aficionado. I'm just a novice, and there's always more to learn. That's what I've learned in life. That it doesn't matter how much you know of something. There's stuff that you don't know, and just realizing that you don't know more stuff. Like for me to be able to say like, I know there's more that I don't know, because like maybe not about cigars, but someone could be a really good, could be really into football, and them saying, I know everything to know that there is to know about the game of football is an ignorant statement, and you shouldn't, and they don't have the self-awareness to realize that there's stuff that they don't know, and they're not, and just that itself is going to prevent them from being able to learn more stuff. So I don't know what this shape is, but I think it's the Perfecto. Again, just a very bland brown color. You see, like, I just got so sidetracked because, like, the smell itself was very complex, so I was able to go on and on about the smell, but, like, I got so sidetracked just because the color itself, it does not really stand out. Bland brown, whatever color. So, smell, like a 8 out of 10. Color, though, is like a solid 4. Because it's nice. It looks nice, but it's very bland. So, color 4 out of 10, and then taste. I'm not going to smoke this one because I already have this one over here. We let it burn a little, but that's not enough at all. I'm going to get my scorch lighter again. Coffee's probably gotten cold because I can't shut my mouth and just do this thing. Just have to keep talking about everything. Minty in a way. Definitely mint. I'm getting mint from this. Like very sharp notes in my mouth. And not in a bad way, of course. Anything I say here is very, like, it's not bad the way I'm describing it. It's just like, as soon as I think of the word to use, I'm going to use that. So mint, sharp. Very, I guess the sharpness is like the pepper, very small hits of pepper, not a lot, like, trust me, not a lot. It's just the first things I'm picking up, and because pepper is so, dominant in the flavor, like, if you get a very peppery cigar, that's all you're gonna taste. But nice amounts of pepper on this. And I guess that coldness, it's a cold cigar, and obviously it's not, but it's a cold cigar. So, like, the metallic that I was talking about in the smell, I think translates into, like, the mint, the pepper, and the coldness I feel when I'm puffing on this. I did have one sip of coffee. I remember the last time I said that things taste colder. But I think it's just because these are light cigars, like the Drew Estate Undercrown Shade, the one I did the first time. That one I also said was kind of cold, I think. I don't remember. But I don't think it's a coffee. And the coffee, I guess, to get the true taste of a cigar, you shouldn't be drinking coffee or anything like that. It's taking away from the flavor, definitely. Yeah. So I guess but again, it's this episode, this segment, Coffee and Cigars, just to see how it pairs, and I think it's doing a wonderful job. I would enjoy smoking this in the morning. I definitely would. It's nice. So I guess all right. Let me taste the coffee again. Coffee's still warm. The coffee has this flavor now that it didn't have before. It was good, but it wasn't this good. This cigar definitely altered the taste of the coffee. I don't know how much the coffee altered the taste of the cigar, but this coffee tastes so good now. It's like it got like this. Oh man, the metallicness and the pepperness from the cigar like has like given this coffee a whole new flavor. Let me try and describe it. Definitely metallic. In a good way. Not bad. But it just gave it a whole new life. That was crazy. And now trying the cigar again. No more pepper. So I guess my mouth got accustomed, because since it was the first puff, I had already gotten the hints of pepper. The first time I hadn't, so I tasted it more. This time the pepper has settled in. Very good. It's exactly what I like. That's what I like. I don't like too much pepper in my cigars either. if you're not watching this on YouTube and you're listening to this on the podcast, you just missed out on my funny ass face when I accidentally let some smoke through my nose. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. And you just saw that, so I guess you could screenshot that, like post it on your Instagram, and I'll repost it if you saw that. What a good combination this is. I am honestly very surprised. I don't think I liked the last combination as much as this one, but this one is just perfect. Definitely, like overall perfect. Wow. This is a super light cigar. The coffee is nice and bold. Wow, it just was completely different. I've talked about how I'm a man of contrast, and the lightness of the cigar mixed with like wow, that was just like, listen to how excited I am right now. This was crazy. I'm at a loss for words from how good this was. Even the coffee is so good now. The coffee is so good. And the cigar. Now I'm getting a lot of hints of wood, cedar, oak. It's changing. It's changing as I'm smoking it, and that's the best part, I think. I guess the more coffee. Well, I guess. Oh man, this ash does not want to fall off. I hope if it falls on me, then I'm gonna be mad. But yeah, wow, this was a good pairing. I liked it a lot. I guess we'll give it a rating. I tried to start like a rating system earlier in the week, so I guess this is the official start of the Coffee and Cigars number rating. There should be something up here in the top that's gonna come out, maybe if I remember to do it. But so, rating for this one. The first one, I don't remember. They got lucky. Wow, man, it's because it's gonna grow and it's gonna grow and it's gonna grow. And so, let's go right off the bat. The first official cigar review of Coffee and Cigars. The official rating from the Lounge. The official rating is gonna give it an 8.3. Okay, 8.3, and I'll tell you why. One, I just think it's cool because I think Barstool Sports does the funny. They only do decimals on their pizza ratings. They don't give out whole numbers. So if you give it a whole number, you're a rookie, or they tell you something like that. So 8.3. I'm hesitant to give it a 9 or a 10 because there might be a better pairing than this. They're definitely from the. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky and got the best one ever on the second episode, but I think that's highly unlikely, and I think I'll find a better pairing than this maybe in the coming weeks. Now, I'm not saying next week I'm going to have a better pairing than this, but definitely this one lives up to the hype. La Flor Dominicana did a great job. 8.3 rating on the Lounge. This pairing with Pilon Coffee and La Flor Dominicana Reserva Especial. It's Connecticut wrap. It's nice and light, perfect for any morning, lunch, dinner. If you're a light smoker, you'll enjoy this one. My name is Javi Cobas. You're watching The Lounge. Well, you're not watching The Lounge anymore because this is the end of the episode. If you liked what we had to say, you could go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram at Gable Cigars. Maybe you listen to this on the podcast, like our station on Apple Podcasts, Anchor FM, wherever you're listening to it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and like this video, or oh man, this is so cringe. Like this video or like the podcast, give us a 5-star rating, whatever you feel like doing. If you don't like us, then leave a review or a comment and tell us what you don't like and what we can do to better enhance your viewing experience. That about does it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with a very special group, couple of guys that started a brand. I guess I'll give you a little backstory. They started a brand about a couple years ago. They had originally, their family was in the business. Well, one of the guys' family. I guess you'll hear about it tomorrow on Let's Talk Tuesdays number 2.